Hi there, Pastor Scott here, and welcome to this week's Sunday preview for September 20th. We continue this week with our September sermon series called The Least Among Us, in which we reflect on lessons we learned from L'Arche, a group home for people with and without intellectual disabilities who live together in a kind of family-style atmosphere, recognizing each other's dignity and also assisting one another in realizing their inner potential. Well, this week we're connecting L'Arche to a very interesting scripture passage, that of Jesus' parable from Luke 16 of the rich man and Lazarus. And what's key to this passage is the wall of the rich man's estate that separates him from Lazarus. And it's important when we think about this parable to remember that as Lazarus is languishing outside of the rich man's house, yearning just for some scraps of food from his table, that the reason that he cannot receive that food is because of the wall. That's the key of this passage. Why did the rich man feel the need to build that wall? Why does this wall prevent the two of them from entering into relationship with one another? How might that wall be a metaphor for a kind of emotional wall that exists in the rich man's heart toward people who are different than himself? These are all questions we'll be exploring this week, and then connecting that back to L'Arche and thinking about how L'Arche is an example of a community that has truly broken down these walls. Something that Jean Vanier, the founder of L'Arche, speaks about in the book is that oftentimes persons with intellectual disabilities can seem frightening to people who do not have intellectual disabilities. And a claim that he makes is that what is oftentimes, not exclusively, but it can be, behind that fear is that when we see someone else who is vulnerable or going through difficulty in life, inevitably it becomes a mirror that shows us our own inner struggles that we may be repressing or not wanting to see in ourselves. And part of L'Arche is helping people to truly see who they are. And when they start to make peace with these inner vulnerabilities, they can then become a stronger community and tear down the walls of seeming difference that separate them from one another. Come on out this week. I think that you'll find this to be a message of hope that helps us understand what it means to be a more authentic community that embraces people from all different walks of life. God bless and have a nice rest of your Friday.